We're very honored to have Jeremy Mohney here tonight and his band. Jeremy, introduce your band to us again, if you would, please, sir.
Sure, yeah. We have Mr. Chris Carland on the drums over here. Mr. Connor Hollingsworth on the bass.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Matt Cantor on the guitar.
Oh, man, sounding great. Yeah, Jeremy, so when you were a kid, did someone in your family play music or sing, or how were you introduced to music?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, my grandfather, when he was growing up, he grew up in a little town in Kansas, and, well, it was the swing era in those days, and he and his buddies got together, and he played bass in a swing band, and on top of that, he traveled around with his family singing a little bit, and, you know, music kind of got away with him, and the only thing he really started playing was records and tapes, but he was doing that for me basically from day one, and I was listening to Glenn Miller's band and Artie Shaw's band.
Oh, yeah.
All the good ones out there. And
it sure rubbed off on you.
Sure, yeah.
Boy, we're lucky we have those influences in our life. And how did you come to meet these cats and have this band come together?
Well, Matt and I went to high school together.
Where'd you go to school?
We went to Boulder High.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We've been playing a couple different groups since then, and playing on the street a lot, busking.
Sure, that's how I came up.
Yeah, and getting bands together, getting gigs, and I guess met Chris through a mutual friend, Mr. Kyle Ursery. He's played a lot of gigs with him. He also does great video work with Flat 9 Design, if anybody needs that.
He really does.
Yeah.
I used that clip of your band that they produced to put on the event. You know, you can put a little video or a picture. Really nice stuff. What was that? Something Rolling on Blues?
Yeah. We might as well do that one tonight, you know?
Yeah, that's great, man.
I like
so,
trains.
you know, when you were young, your grandfather was your biggest musical influence. Did you start on the alto?
Actually, my first instrument was the clarinet.
Me too.
And, well, no, it was the trumpet, wasn't it? And then I got braces and then switched to...
Went to Reed's?
Went to clarinet and had to teach myself in the back of the clarinet section in middle school. But then, you know, I learned more about jazz and that sort of thing, and learned I should pick up the sax, and then I got a real teacher.
Who was your first teacher?
Greg La Liberté up in Boulder. He's actually a neighbor of mine, and could walk to his house for lessons after school, and he really drilled it into me, you know. Learn your scales, learn your chords, learn some melody, learn some harmony. And
you're really an old soul, man. You sound like somebody from another time, you know. I don't mean to be too esoteric or crazy, but I am. And I love that old music, you know. And I believe that kind of thing, you know. Maybe you played it before or something, or I don't know. We dwell in the realm of spirits being musicians, but yeah, I'm really glad to have you guys. And if I could maybe talk to Brianna a little bit about Swing in Denver. Let me get a microphone for you. Yeah, you want to be on that side? Perfect. All right. Brianna, you told us just briefly about Swing in Denver. We have some great dancers here from Swing in Denver tonight. We're so glad to have you guys. It brings so much fun and enthusiasm, and dancing is so much a part of the music, you know, especially in this kind of music. And if you would maybe tell us again some about Swing in Denver, and if you want to go a little more in depth about things too. Sure. And if you would introduce the dancers to us.
Oh, sure. So the big thing we have coming up, I was going to talk about one of our events. We are going to do what we call the Speakeasy Soiree. It's a big event coming up January 20th, and you can get more information at swingindenver.com, but it's going to be at the hangar at the Stanley Marketplace in Stapleton. So definitely come out to that. It's going to be great fun, and I think there's a lesson as well. If you don't dance, no problem. Just bring a friend and take the lesson, and you'll be good to go. But let's have all the dancers come up here so you can see their faces. And again, I'm Brianna. This is Nate right here.
Hey.
And this is Joshua next to him. This is Sky, Brittany, and Brendan. And they're great, and we had a lot of fun. And to your point about like music and dancing going together, we really enjoy like making rhythms and dancing and kind of playing along with the band as we're dancing, creating something together. I think it makes it a lot more fun.
Sure, it's awesome. It's awesome. So Swing in Denver, I know Kenny Nelson, is he the key figure with Swing in Denver?
Definitely, yes.
He is. And so Swing in Denver, you do events around. Talk about maybe some of the events you do around, and people can come. I know you already said this with your the soiree, but so people can come to regular events and take lessons, that kind of thing?
Yes, so we do weekly classes. We do Wednesday nights and Thursday nights. The venue information is available on our website, but we also do a dance. Typically, it's twice a month, the first and third Wednesday of every month. We call it the Wednesday Night Hop, and often we have bands about every 6 weeks or so. Jeremy Mohney comes sometimes. We have also a lot of local bands that come. Brittany is also a singer. Her band sometimes plays for us, too.
Hey.
It's great fun.
What's your band, Brittany?
Sweet Bee and the Moonshine Gang.
Awesome. Boy, I got to check y'all out. No, I'm serious.
She's really good.
Hey, we got a tough crew over here. So those events, where are those happening at?
So we have a new venue. I'm not exactly sure on all the details. I'm not sure if it's been announced publicly yet. Also, I am not sure what they are myself.
Can you make a bleep when she says the name of the place?
No, I don't know enough information to tell you that right now. So go to swingindenver.com. All the information is available there. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, all the social media.
Okay, well, I appreciate your time. Thanks for talking with us. And let's see. Yeah, you got it. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Blue Roots Denver, Denver's own blues, jazz, funk, and soul television show. We feature local live music and interviews with musicians and also dancing. We do some events in the field at different venues, but mostly we do them here at Studio A here at Denver Open Media. Denver Open Media is a great resource for people to grow and become producers or get into video editing, take classes, that kind of thing. And I also want to thank our video production manager for Blue Roots Denver Television, Mr. Edward Chasteen II. And he, you know, without his help and our crew's help, none of this would be possible. And it really seems to be growing quickly into something, and I just hope that we can really take the music to the people.
Thank you, James. Thank you, folks. You know, it wouldn't be Blue Roots Denver if we didn't end up playing a blues tonight, you know? So why don't we play that song we were talking about that Kyle put together for us, blues I wrote about trains, Rolling on Blues. G. Well, trains keep rolling on. trains keep rolling on. Well, their whistles play a sad, sad song. Maybe I'll catch one home. Well, maybe I'll catch one home. 'Cause I'm far, far too tired to roam. Ah, yeah.
Well,